Hey guys, welcome back to Life with Sheila. Happy Monday. You guys know Mondays are my favorite, and today is no exception. I am so excited to be back, and not just back, but fully ready to go. Fully, I want to say engaged, fully just ready, not only to share my heart, but to encourage you and to be the support that you might need during this time. I I explained a little yesterday that enough was enough and it was time to get back on target as far as this channel goes. And I'm very excited to be able to bring you this week's Motivational Monday. I started thinking about this one Saturday. I think it was Saturday I started planning out the week ahead. And so last night I'm laying in bed and I'm reading. And I had started on the topic of today. And all of a sudden I'm like, I'm tired. I have to go to bed. It was almost 11. And this is the week that Joel is working. So, we're getting up at 4:30. And thought that was her growling. Did you hear that motorcycle? Oh, goodness. Sorry. This is the week that he goes back, and so I knew I had to get up early. And it's so hard to get back in routine when you've been off for so long. He literally is working 4 days on, 10 days off. And it's great because we get a lot of time together. But when he does not go to work, I do not get up early. I kind of just wake up naturally, which is nice. I don't normally get that opportunity to do that. And just to be able to wake up when my body says, hey, let's get up now, we're ready to go, has been absolutely life-changing for me in many ways. And I'll go on more about that in another video later. But let's hop into today's, because I've already chit-chatted for 2 minutes and hadn't even got to the point. Today we are going to talk about 5 ways to get unstuck. I know some of you have contacted me and you have told me that you are feeling stuck, that you're kind of getting discouraged. You're feeling like, what is there to do anymore? And a lot of that is because we are stuck inside. I don't consider it being stuck. I love being at home. I love being in my home. I have worked hard for years to create home as a safe haven for myself, for my husband, for our kids. And I want home to be a place where people want to be. And so we work very, very hard to ensure that. And everyone has their things that they like to do when they have free time. Boys really like gaming. My husband really likes to watch TV. I like to do a lot of things, including cleaning and laundry. I don't mind. I like to cook. I like to write. I like to create. I like to just sit and veg. I like to do so many different things. So I don't necessarily feel stuck in that sense, but I know what it feels like. So the very first tip I have for you is to get out in nature. I've talked to y'all about this before, and I will talk to you about it again, and probably until I'm blue in the face, because getting out in nature will just change your perspective immediately. Take a walk, sit outside, go read a book outside, take a journal and why is this not coming out? Journal your feelings and whatever it is that's holding you back. Get that out on paper. Get it out. Do a brain dump. Brain dumps are amazing for helping you to get unstuck. Excuse me. I have not done that in like months. Goodness. And I was just thinking, man, I haven't had that weird, crazy cough. Whatever. Nature was created first. We have to remember that. And it was created for us. It was created to keep us alive. Nature was created to always be there to support us. We take it for granted. We don't go outside very often. There are a lot of people during this pandemic that are making themselves stay inside. Get outside and get some fresh air. Even if it's walking around the block. Even if it's going in your backyard. You heard that W word, didn't you? I saw that head. Even if it's just sitting outside on a chair and letting the dog play and run through the grass until they're exhausted. Get outside. Get outside. Get some fresh air. Today is a beautiful day. Yesterday, I would not have suggested to get outside because yesterday was mucky here and it was wet and humid and just not the most appetizing for being outside. But one thing I've learned through this, having Shelby, is I get to go outside often and more often than I normally would. Because if I am sitting for a while, she will pester me until I take her out back. And I have to say thank you to her every time. Because I walk through barefoot in the grass and I just kind of stand there in the sunshine for a few minutes. And it just uplifts my soul from the inside out. It is just the most amazing feeling that I could ever try to describe to you. And I still would not give it justice. The second thing is, and I have my notes because I really wanted to be on target today. The second thing is to release all expectations. Release your expectations. Your expectations of others, of situations, of how you think things should go. Release them. I'm going to read what I wrote because I wrote this literally in the middle of the night. So that's a lot of inspiration. It's either in the middle of the night for me or in the shower. And I can't necessarily write on paper in the shower. It says if you're stuck, you're holding on to expectations either of yourself, others, or just how you think circumstances should go. Holding on to those expectations may be holding you back and leaving you stuck. Holding on to those expectations may be holding you back. What expectations do you have right now? I learned weeks ago to stop expecting just everything to go back to normal quickly. And as I shared yesterday, once I heard the final verdict about the schools and that they are done for the year, it kind of released something because I didn't have an expectation, but I was holding on to an expectation of maybe, just maybe, these boys would get one more week with their friends. One more week. But that is not the case. And once you're able to release that and not hold on to those expectations, it frees your everything. And that's exactly what happened with me. Freed my creativity again. It freed up some mental space. It freed up how I react. And I don't feel like I'm holding myself back anymore. Number 3. Understand the difference from feeling stuck and feeling paralyzed. Have you ever felt stuck where you're just so stuck that you are paralyzed, that you can't move forward, you can't really move back because it's just not a place you want to go, but you can't move forward either. Often feeling stuck comes from boredom or lack of creativity. Feeling paralyzed, unable to move forward, comes from fear. Fear of the unknown, fear of rejection, fear of judgment. I want y'all to know, these are my notes. I'm not reading a book or anything. Fear of the unknown. I think we all have a lot of uncertainty in our life right now. And it could leave you paralyzed. Paralyzed is different than being stuck. Paralyzed is a spot that you really need to work on and letting go of that fear. It can put you in a very dark place very quickly. Being stuck it can put you in a dark place, but usually it takes a little bit of time and a lot of just not knowing. So are you stuck or are you paralyzed? I hope that you guys work through these on your own and kind of just figure out where you're at. Y'all are going to laugh at number 4, but it is what it is. And it is so true. Dance naked in your living room or not. Dance naked in your living room. In other words, be bold and daring in your life and do something that you really want to do. But it would also make someone question your sanity. Do something that you really want to do. We all laugh at these silly things on TikTok that are just hilarious. I know you guys have seen Datasaur and all those, and they crack me up because that is something that would happen in our home. They are just so funny. But that person dared to do something that would make someone question their sanity. And do you know how fun that is? Oh my goodness. You guys, I told you when I did my hair, it kind of brought out this new spark because it was something I hadn't done before. It was very bold. It was a very bold color. I'll link a video down below of when I got my hair done because it was not this mousy brown. In case you're new and you did not see that. So that will be in the description box, and I'll go ahead and put it in a comment and pin it. But when I was teaching preschool, we always had a Wacky Wild Week for the letter W, and Crazy Hair Day was one of them. Sometimes we did Crazy Hair Day on C Week, but usually it was Wacky Wild Week because we did something crazy every week. I'm sorry, we did something wacky every week. And my favorite year was the year that I sprayed my hair blue. And I'm talking our school color blue, royal blue. And it was the best day of my life. I loved getting the reactions from people, the kids, the coworkers, my director, the lady at the bank. I went into the grocery store and they just kind of stared. It was amazing. But it also lit something up underneath me where I think I was getting in a rut, and that shook it up, and it was just amazing. So be bold, be daring in your life, do something nuts, make someone question your sanity, and I promise you will get unstuck. And the last one is to breathe. Breathe deeply, intently, until you can no longer justify a reason to be stuck or to stay stuck. If it takes you an hour outside just to breathe, breathe in, hold it for 3, breathe out through your nose, and do that over and over. The longer you can hold it to 5 if you can, and let it go. You will find this calmness that comes over you, and you will realize that no matter how hard life can be, it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing, and we must embrace it. And we must not waste time, precious moments being stuck in our lives, sitting there wishing time away, wasting time. Let's face it, we've all been there, and it's not a comfortable place to be. But it's up to each one of us to get ourselves out. We can find motivation online. We can watch videos like this. We can read books. But in the end, it's ultimately up to you. Ultimately up to you. I will be expanding on this topic in another avenue, another way, which I will share with you guys at the appropriate time. Now it's not it. I thank you for hanging out with me for another Motivational Monday video. It feels good to be back. I will see you guys tomorrow for a new video. And until then, be well, be healthy, stay at home. Bye.